Hi, good morning, everyone. Hey, Rory. Good morning. Please let me know in the chat if you're here and say hi. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today we're going to work on shoulders and upper back. Someone requested upper back last week, and I thought it would just be a good idea to do that whole area because especially if we're not getting outside as much and we're sitting and working from home, that can cause our shoulders to really tighten up and slump forward, especially if we're working at a computer. And I don't know, that's just an area that a lot of people have tension in, I think. So yeah, good morning, Mia. How are you? So if you haven't joined the class before, we have some optional props. Let's point those out. So if you have a strap or a scarf or belt, then nearby, then grab that. You have yoga blocks. Those can be helpful too. Or for some of the modifications, you can also use just a thick book or a few thick books instead of the blocks. My blocks are actually different thicknesses, but just to kind of give an idea of how thick they are. And I guess looks like 3 or 4 inches. So, and then if you have like a Mexican blanket or just like a few thick blankets, we'll be using that at the end. And also any kind of bolster type thing or pillows. So optional to incorporate any of those things. Good. Hi, Asha. Yeah. So we'll be doing both a little bit of strength building for the shoulders and also a lot of stretching and just bringing awareness to that area. And again, we'll try to do kind of the same format as last time, about 20 minutes of warming up, 20 minutes of a little quicker getting our heart rate up, and then 20 minutes of restorative. Good, so let's start seating today. Seated, I mean. And yeah, just start off right away, drawing your attention to the shoulder area. So just doing some shoulder rolls in both directions. And just sort of notice the alignment of your shoulders. Like, do you feel like your shoulders are kind of slumping forward, or are they pulled back or sort of neutral? Just sort of notice what's going on there. And notice if you feel any particular tension in your shoulders or upper back. You could just do some like freestyle movement too, just to really get into that area. Good, and then let's just do some neck rolls while we're here. Make sure you go in both directions. Because, of course, our neck gets all the way into the spine and upper back. Good, and then we're just gonna grab our knees, draw the belly in, round the shoulders forward and round the back, look down, nice stretch. It's the seated cat and cow, and then inhale, arch your back, open your chest and lean forward, Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, open the chest, arch the back, come forward. Exhale, draw the belly in. And inhale. Just a couple more of those. Good. And come back to neutral. Bring one hand over to the opposite knee, other hand behind you on your fingertips, and just lengthen as you inhale, and then twist, look over your shoulder as you exhale. And keep lengthening as you inhale, and then just twisting, just a micro twist more deeper into the twist as you exhale. Good. And back to center and other side. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Good, and come back to center. And I also promised immune support as part of the practice, and I will be incorporating that in. And actually, the twisting is really good for that, as well as some of the restorative poses we're doing at the end. So good. So let's just come onto our hands and knees, stacking your shoulders above the wrists and hips above the knees, toes tucked under, knees about hip distance apart. And so now we're just going to do a regular tabletop cat and cow. The movement is similar to what we just did sitting. So inhale, open the chest, drop the belly, drop the spine, or rather the tailbone, and then exhale, draw the belly in, drop the head. Inhale, cow. Open the chest, drop the belly, drop the tailbone, and exhale. Around the spine and push the floor away from you, so activating the shoulders here. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, draw the belly in, push the floor away from you. Drop your head, feeling the length through your neck and spine. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And just one more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then if you have room, then just walk your hands off the mat, or you might need to scoot back a little bit on your mat. And keep your hips up in the air, but bring your chest towards the mat. And so we're getting a nice stretch through our shoulders. Inhale, expand the rib cage, and exhale, sink deeper into the pose. Inhale, and exhale, release into the pose. Inhale, and exhale. Releasing a little deeper into the pose with each exhalation, until maybe your chin or forehead comes down to the mat. So you don't want to be really reaching your arms forward. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed and down on your back. you were stretching, but not like actively reaching. Good, and come back onto your hands and knees. Straighten your legs into like kind of a half downward dog, and then just step forward. Flat back. And then actually go ahead and round the spine, round the back, and hang like a rag doll. You can keep your knees slightly bent. And then slowly roll up, engaging your core. And reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, so coming into mountain pose, toes touching or feet hip distance apart, depending on how stable you feel. And just rock back and forth from side to side, keep your toes spread wide. And just start to scan up from your feet, just noticing your alignment. So you want to keep your knees soft, belly in and up, tailbone tucked down, spine long, shoulders back and down, chest open. And chin parallel to the floor, neck nice and long. So just keeping a good posture. And actually notice here the position of your shoulders. Do they feel tense? Do they feel like they're kind of rolled forward? If they do, just roll them back and away from your ears. Think of your, like really opening your chest. Think of your shoulder blades actually touching. They don't have to like come all the way like that, but just towards each other. And start to notice your breath. Notice how your body moves with each inhalation and exhalation. So the breath work is the other part of the equation for immune support. Just oh, here comes one of my cats. That was what that was. Yeah, so tuning into your breath. For one thing, it just helps you realize if your breathing is shallow. But it also helps you tune into your center and just helps with your level of calmness. And of course, it brings oxygen into your body and into all of your cells, which is very good for your immune system. Good. And then start to, sorry, I'm going to adjust the screen back to how it was before my cat came in. And now he's leaving, of course. So I recommend using the Ujjayi breath. It's it's a yogic breath where you make an ocean sound as you inhale and exhale through your nose. And to get that sound, it's you contract this part of your throat, like on the inside of your throat, like you do when you're whispering or when you're fogging up a mirror or a window. But then just so it's that kind of breath, but then closing your mouth and breathing through your nose. So then you should still hear that sound. That is just a little softer, a different quality. And the reason I recommend this is that it really brings your attention to your breath, especially because you can actually hear your breath. And it slows down and lengthens the breath. And just really helps to incorporate your breath with your movement. So optional, but recommended to use the Ujjayi breath. And always lengthening as you inhale and releasing and softening as you exhale. Expanding the chest as you inhale and really engaging the core as you exhale. And inhale, exhale, drop your hands to your sides. And again, notice your shoulders here. Make sure that you're returning the palms forward. That helps to roll the shoulders back and keep the chest open. And moving with your breath, inhale, reach up. And exhale, float your arms down. Inhale up. And exhale, float the arms down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And again, just notice how your shoulders are moving in their sockets as you move your arms like this. Noticing the range of motion in your shoulders and back. And then stopping in a T position, making this movement. And again, just noticing the range of movement in your shoulders. And obviously, if you have a shoulder injury or you're recovering from one, then you want to take caution with any of these movements. Don't push yourself past your limits, or if you feel any pain. Good. Exhale back down. Inhale, reach up. This time, clasp your fingers together, index fingers pointing up. And really reach both through your fingertips and your feet. So you're stretching your entire torso all the way down through your core, through your abdominal wall. And then exhale, still reaching. So rather than kind of collapsing to the side, keep reaching through the fingertips. And look in the opposite direction. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen the stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to center. Change the clasp of your hands so your dominant thumb is underneath. And exhale. Inhale and exhale, reach. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen the stretch. Good. Come back to center. And now if you found a strap or a belt or a scarf earlier, go ahead and grab that. And inhale the strap over your head. Exhale, drop the strap behind you. Inhale up. Exhale. So this is yet another version of cat and cow. So first we did it sitting, then we did it on all fours, and now we're standing. Inhale. Exhale, so we're rounding the spine, just as before, drawing the belly in as we exhale, the strap in front of us, and then inhale, opening the chest, and exhale, drop the strap behind us. And the back is arched. Inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. And make sure you're inhaling and exhaling completely. Good. Inhale up and exhale. Reach. So just pull the strap down towards the floor as you reach up with the opposite hand. So again, stretching through the whole side of your body. You can look up towards the ceiling or just to keep your neck long. And then inhale, exhale, other side. And again, notice just how your shoulders feel in this movement. You might feel, they might start to pinch a little bit. So just if that happens, be aware of that. Don't push yourself too far. And also see if you can just change the alignment of your shoulders somehow. Like, see if it actually helps to bring your shoulders a little closer to your ears. And other side. So just really engaging the shoulders here. Good, and put the strap to the side. And just shake it out. And bend your knees, place your hands over the knees. And just getting into the lower body a little bit more, doing circles or figure eights with your hips and knees. The belly is drawn and chest is open. Keep breathing. And then keeping the knees bent, hinge forward at the hips, bringing your rib cage onto your legs if you can. And you should feel a nice stretch through your lower back. Again, grab your elbows, drop your head, and breathe there. Really just letting your arms hang. Using the weight of your arms and head to decompress your spine. And inhale, slowly come up with a rounded back, one vertebra at a time, drawing the belly in. Head comes up last. And reach up and exhale. Good. So now we're going to start the sun salutations. And get a little warmer, get our heart rates up a little bit. So come to the front of your mat, again a mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. And I talked about this last week, maybe the week before, keeping a slight arch in your lower back to keep your torso nice and straight. And bend your knees if necessary if you feel any strain in your lower back. And fold. And inhale, look ahead of you, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back. Look at your fingers, make sure that your fingers are spread wide apart, really pushing from your shoulders into the mat. And we're in plank. This time we're gonna go down onto our forearms for forearm plank and really engaging the shoulders here. So this is to build strength in the shoulders. Your core is still engaged too, pressing your heels away from you, keeping your legs engaged, and holding here. And always optional to have your knees down if it's too much. Good. And then palms flat on the floor. Come all the way down onto your chest and bring your hands next to your chest. Flip your feet, elbows in. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Press back downward dog. And just taking a couple breaths in downward dog. Again, check your hands. Make sure that your wrists are in a straight line. So you don't really want your fingertips to be pointing towards each other or pointing out. Fingers spread wide, pressing the knuckles into the mat. And just notice your shoulders in this position. And just try shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears. And then kind of the opposite motion, bringing your shoulders back and down onto your back. And just kind of notice how that feels. As you kind of contract and then release. So inhale as you shrug, and then exhale and lengthen. Good, and then look between your hands. Step your right foot forward. Left knee down. And breathe into your left hip flexor. And exhale. Fold over your right leg. Inhale, come forward, breathe. Straighten your leg. And come back, plank. And back down onto your forearms. And again, really engaging the shoulders, pushing the floor away from you, strong shoulders. Back stays broad. So almost kind of rounding the back here between your shoulder blades. Good, and then bring the knees down. And actually, let's come into a Sphinx pose. So palms of your hands facing down, and you're resting on your elbows, but still pushing up, pushing your shoulders down. Keeping the neck long, chest open. And exhale. All the way down, place your hands next to your chest. Tuck the toes under. Press back, downward dog. And inhale the left leg up. Flip between your hands. Step it through. Lower the right knee and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Come back, straighten your leg and fold. Breathing into your hamstring. Inhale, exhale, come forward. And straighten. Step back. Plank. Forearm plank. Again, nice wide back. And exhale, like the knees down, come all the way down onto your belly. And this time, flip the feet and see if you can clasp your hands behind you. If not, maybe use a strap. And inhale, push your hands away from you as you bring your shoulders up. Engaging the core. Good. And exhale, hands down, Tuck your toes. And press back into downward dog. And now we're just going to rest in downward dog for a few breaths. And again, engaging your shoulders as you inhale and then releasing as you exhale. So just shrugging your shoulders up as you inhale and then lengthening back as you exhale. And opening the chest. Good. And inhale. Look between your hands. Step both feet forward. Look ahead of you, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale. Look ahead of you, flat back. Hands to your waist. Engage your core. Come all the way up. Reach up. And exhale. Just stop and do a couple shoulder rolls. And hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale. Step back. Forward plank. Engage the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Downward dog. Taking one breath here the same way, shrugging the shoulders up as you inhale, releasing as you exhale. Inhale, the right foot up, step it through. And come up, high lunge. And when you bring your arms up, just experiment again, like notice how your shoulders feel. See how it feels if you shrug your arms up, and then see how it feels if you release your arms onto the back, just in your shoulders. Just experiment with that. Good, and inhale, lengthen, exhale, cartwheel. Left hand down, right arm up. Opening the chest. And exhale, reach forward. Bring your hand all the way down. Step back, plank, forearm plank. Make sure you're not collapsing here. Really, you activate the shoulders. Press the mat away from you. And come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the left leg up. And exhale, high lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. So right hand down, left arm up. And inhale, exhale, reach forward. Hand down. Step back, plank. Forearm plank. And Sphinx. And forehead down. Tuck the toes under, press back, downward dog. And again, resting in downward dog. You can also do this in child's pose. If downward dog just isn't restful for you, just keep the same type of alignment. Just your hips are towards your heels. And you can still do that same movement of shrugging your shoulders up as you inhale and then releasing them down as you exhale. In child's pose or dog. Good. Inhale the left leg up, look between your hands. Step forward, bring the right leg forward. Look ahead of you, flat back. Exhale, fold. Again, keeping that length in your torso. Inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, hands on your waist. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up. And exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. This time, I don't have a lot of room here, but instead of kind of swan diving down like this, see how it feels to just keep your arms in front of you and come down like this. And release the head. Inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, hands on waist. Inhale, come all the way up. And we're just going to do that another time. Exhale. So yeah, just noticing the difference in your shoulders when you do that. As opposed to coming down this way. Coming down this way. Engage in core, come back up. Good. And getting ready for sun salutation B. Inhale. Exhale, sit back chair pose. Look down, make sure your toes are visible. Not blocked by your knees. Really draw the belly in, and just take a moment to adjust your pelvis so that your lower back feels comfortable. And bring the arms up. And again, just notice how your shoulders feel. Maybe try really stretching up and then releasing back. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands to your heart and twist to the right. Inhale back to center, exhale, and twist to the left. And in this twist, you should feel a nice stretch through your upper back as well. Really push your hands towards the center of your chest. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back plank. Forearm plank. And all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath here. And then inhale, step the right leg through. And come up, warrior one. Hips squared towards the front of the mat. And inhale, straighten the right leg, the leading leg. And prepare for triangle pose. Inhale, exhale, reach way forward, left hip back. And open it up. And again, notice your shoulders here. Make sure that your shoulder is coming back and your chest is opening. And inhale, exhale, reach way forward. Both hands down to the mat, step back plank. Forearm plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Tap the toes under. Step back to downward dog. Take one breath here. Really lengthening the arms. Inhale, left leg up, step it through. Warrior one. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Straighten the left leg. Reach way forward as your right hip goes back. And find your triangle pose. Opening the chest. Good. Inhale, exhale, reach way forward. Both hands down to the mat. Step plank. Forward plank. All the way down. Inhale, cobra, exhale. Downward dog. And resting in downward dog or a child's pose for 5 breaths. And again, coming back to that motion of inhaling, shrugging your shoulders up, and then exhale, releasing and lengthening. Good. Inhale the right leg up. Step it through. Step the left foot forward. Look ahead of you, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, sink a little deeper. And inhale, engage the core. Come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. And one more sun salutation as usual. I'm running a little behind, sorry. The class will again go over an hour. Inhale, reach up. And exhale this time, sitting back in the chair with your arms already in the air. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, hands to heart, and twist. Inhale, back to center, exhale. And then hands to heart and twist. Good. Inhale back to center. Bring your arms out and exhale, fold. Inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, step back plank. Forearm plank. Inhale, exhale. Come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale. Downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step it through. Warrior 2. Hips facing the side of the mat. And bending as deep into that warrior 2 as you can, so you're getting a nice stretch through this area, your groin and hips. But making sure that you keep your leg over or behind the ankle, right, rather than going like that. Because you just need the support of your leg, which you kind of lose if your knee goes forward. Inhale, both the arms up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle, an extended side angle. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. Hands down, and step back, plank, forearm plank. Inhale, exhale, all the way down. Inhale, cobra. And again, notice your shoulders in cobra. Make sure that your ears have plenty of space, shoulders away. All shoulder blades almost touching behind you, chest open. And exhale. Press back, downward dog. And inhale, left leg up. Step it through, warrior 2. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, reach back. Inhale and exhale, reach forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, both hands down. Step out plank, forearm plank. This is the last one, so make it count. And exhale all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, and push back downward dog. Taking 5 breaths here. And continue with that shoulder awareness. Inhale the left leg up, step it through. Right foot comes forward to meet it. And exhale. Inhale, look ahead of you. And exhale, sink into your deepest chair, belly in. Noticing the shoulders here. And come up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. So moving into the restorative portion of the class. Hopefully everyone's a little warmer. If you're just joining now, and then you might want to just move around a little bit so you warm up if you're feeling kind of stiff. Maybe just do some jumping jacks, run up and down your stairs. If you have stairs. Or you could always go for a walk first and then join this part of the class. Good, so go ahead and grab a strap and step one foot into the strap. Make sure that it's the ball of your foot and not the arch so you don't hurt your foot. Find a drishti or a gazing point on the floor to help with your balance. And just bring your leg up until you feel a nice stretch in your hamstring. Or beyond, until you have a nice stretch in your hip. Good, and then bring the leg out to the side. If you don't have a strap or you find it hard to straighten your leg, you can also just do it this way. Good, and then switch to the other side. And release. Good, so now tree pose, which should actually seem easier after doing that. So find as much, volume, area of your foot on the mat as you can. Spread your toes wide, like the roots of a tree. Bring your hands to your heart. You can have your toes down. You can press your foot into your calf. Make sure you skip the knee. Or you can press into your inner thigh. And again, really helps to have just a non-moving spot on the floor that you can look at to help with your balance. And breathe. See if you can center on your breath. Good, and inhale the arms up. And make sure, again, like notice how your shoulders feel with your arms up like this. See if you can bring them away from your ears. And exhale. And release. Shake it out. And other side. Really coming back to your breath. And release. Good, and then just step your feet out into a wide stance, straddle. Hands on your waist. Inhale your arms out. And exhale, clasp your hands behind you. Bring your shoulders back, shoulder blades touching each other. And press your hands back behind you. Open the chest. And exhale, hinging at the hips or waist. Drop your head and let your hands fall. Good. Release the clasp. Bring your hands in line with your feet. Inhale, flat back. And exhale. Drop your head between your feet and hands. And inhale, come up again, flat back. And reach one arm towards the opposite foot. Feeling a nice stretch along your side, all the way into your back. And then other side. Keeping the breathing. Inhale back to center. Heel toe, your feet towards each other. And sit down, squat. Let your lower back release as gravity pulls it down. And bring your heels together. Come onto your toes and fingertips. And just drop your head, really isolating your upper back and shoulders. A nice stretch. And breathe audibly. There's no one else around, so you can make that sound and not be self-conscious. Good. And come onto your hands and knees and thread your right arm under your left arm so that your shoulder is coming down to the mat, and roll towards the back of your head. Of course, know where your limits are. Don't roll to the point of pain in your neck. Good. Come up and other side. Good. Inhale, come onto your hands and knees. And then just onto your knees. Prepare for camel. So bring your hands onto your waist, shoulders really back, chest open. Push your hips forward, opening the chest even more and coming into a back bend. Inhale and exhale. Drop your head back. And if you're familiar with this pose, go ahead and reach towards your heels. Then press the hips forward so that you're getting a nice back bend. Inhale your hands back onto your waist. Come up. You might need to scoot back towards the center of your mat. And bring the crown of your head onto the mat. Walk your knees towards your forehead until you can grab your ankles. And then exhale. Roll your hips up and see if you can roll towards the back of your head. Just getting a nice stretch all the way through your back and shoulders and arms. Breathing and release. Good, and now we're going to come onto our seats. So if you are able to stack your knees on top of each other, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can just sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. And whichever leg is on top, opposite arm comes up. And by the way, you might want to have your strap handy for this. And then bring the other arm behind your back and work your hand between your shoulder blades. And then see if you can clasp your fingertips or hands or use the strap. So I'll just demonstrate what it looks like from behind if you're using the strap. And then from there, inhale, open the chest, and exhale, fold forward. Good, inhale, back to center, and change your legs, other leg on top. And then change your arms. Opposite arm comes up. Reach back, clasp your hands together or use the strap. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, fold. Hi, do you need something? Sorry. Good. Inhale back to center. And release. And we're just going to leave our bottom leg there and just bring the opposite knee up. Inhale. So the same side arm as the bottom leg. Reach up. And then exhale, twist. So you're twisting away from your foot. Away from the foot that's over on top. Inhale like that and exhale, twist. Good. Come back to center and switch. Inhale the arm up And exhale. Twist. Inhale back to center. And bring your right foot into your inner left thigh. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. And you can just, anywhere that you can put your hands is fine. The point is to be lengthening your torso, not touching your foot. You're just kind of using your leg or foot to help hold you down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale. Look ahead of you, flat back. Exhale. Switch to the other side. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold. Breathe all through the back of your body, down your back, through your hips and hamstrings, all the way to your foot. Good. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, release. And come up into boat pose. So I'll go through the different stages here. Holding for 5 breaths. Engaging the core. Keep your chest open, shoulders back and down. And try not to collapse back. Keep pulling your belly towards your thighs. Good, and slowly coming down with control. Keep your shoulders up. Keep your fingers reaching forward. When your lower back hits the mat, stay there for a moment. Point your toes. Draw the belly in. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. And drop both knees to the left side. Just reach your arms out and keep both shoulders on the mat. Really keeping the chest open, shoulders open. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Drop both knees over to the right. Same thing, both shoulders down on the mat. And back to center. And now if you have a blanket, move it onto your mat. Or you could just fold your mat over just to create a little more padding. Have your block nearby. And come down onto the blanket so that the tops of your shoulders are at the edge of the blanket. And bring your hips up and over, supported plow pose. And the higher you can bring your hips, the more of a stretch you'll feel in your back, meaning the longer the stretch will be, the closer, the more it will go down your back toward your hips. For extra shoulder opening, you can clasp your hands behind you. So breathing as deeply as possible. Good, and then come down, grab your block and come down, resting your sacrum on the block and keeping your legs up. If you can't straighten your legs, then you can just be like this. That's still an inversion, which is really beneficial to our immune systems. Good. Raise your hips, remove the block, and slowly come down. Remove the blanket. And take the block, or if you have a bolster-shaped object, then use that. So you can use, if you're using a bolster that takes up this whole area, then great. You can use one or two blocks. So this is we're going to be taking our Savasana in a supported fish pose. If you have a bolster and two blocks, then you're going to have the blocks up here to support your knees. If you don't have all of that equipment, or you just have one block or two blocks, so here's what you do with one block. You're just going to have the block kind of between your shoulder blades. And then you can bring the soles of your feet together if it doesn't bother your hips, otherwise just straight legs. If you have two blocks and you want some support for your head, you can just place one under your head. Make sure that your palms are facing up to really keep the shoulders open and the chest open. And relax. Releasing any remaining tension in your body. Feel as if you're melting into the mat. And I'm just going to do a guided relaxation. So, if you happen to still be using ujjayi breathing, just go ahead and release that as well. Coming into kind of a shallow breathing pattern. Just feeling heavy. Feeling liquid. Relax your toes. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your lower legs. Relax your knees. Relax your upper legs. Relax your hips. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your upper arms. Relax your elbows. Relax your lower arms. Relax your wrists. Relax your hands and fingers. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your lips. Relax your jaw. Relax your cheeks. Relax your eyes. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your forehead. Just visualize a wave of warm relaxation washing over your entire body from your feet to the top of your head. And release any thinking or planning, just taking this time for yourself. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing your awareness back into the space around you. And stretch your arms over your head. Gently bend one knee and then the other. And roll onto one side using your arm as a support for your head. And slowly make your way back into a comfortable seated position. And I'm just going to end the class with a quick gratitude exercise and pranayama. So just take a moment to think of 3 things that you're especially grateful for right now in your life. And notice how you feel. And imagine that feeling, that warm feeling of gratitude as a bright light in the middle of your body, expanding, filling your entire body, filling the whole room, and then just reaching out to all sentient beings. And go ahead, bring your index and thumb together with your left hand, pinky ring finger of your right hand, and thumb, using your thumb to close your right nostril, and your 2 outer fingers to close your left nostril for alternate nostril breathing. So closing your left nostril. Exhale through your right nostril. Close both. And inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Close. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Close. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Close. Full inhalations and exhalations. Inhale left. Expanding the chest. Close. Exhale right. Pushing all the air out with your abdomen. And close. Inhale right. Close. No, sorry, left close and exhale right, and inhale right. Close. So now we're switching sides. Exhale left, close, inhale right, close, exhale left, close. Inhale right, close, exhale left, close. Inhale right, close, exhale left, close. Inhale right, close. Yeah, that's how much close. Good, and release. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful week and rest of your day and weekend. Stay healthy and hang in there. I know it's hard being in quarantine like this. So I send my love to you and your families. Namaste. Okay, thank you. And also, if you have any questions about just health or like either mental or physical health, especially during this time, feel free to email me. Or you could ask a question in the comments here and I'll reply to it. Namaste.